I'm Duncan Stewart. Recent legislation regarding household waste means that we must dispose of all our organic waste separately. Organic waste consists mainly of food and garden waste. In this short awareness DVD, Clean Ireland Recycling, with its vast knowledge and experience of the waste recycling industry, helps to explain the reason for the legislation, the benefits both to the environment and to the householder, and also outlines a very simple, efficient system for the separate collection of organic waste. Clean Ireland Recycling is one of the leading providers of waste management and recycling services in the Midwest region. With a staff of 100 people and over 25 years of experience, Clean Ireland has built up a strong reputation for the provision of legally compliant and cost-effective waste management solutions to both the commercial sector and to householders. Renowned for its innovation and with a strong focus on technology, Clean Ireland was one of the first waste management companies in Europe to introduce the wheelie bin for household waste, and the first in Ireland to introduce a fully integrated pay-by-weight system. Clean Ireland has won the National Repack Recycling Operator of the Year awards for 2007 and 2008. This prestigious award shows the company's ongoing commitment to recycling, which results in cost savings to its customers. With Big Ben's Bag and its Skip Hire division, Clean Ireland Recycling is able to provide an all-round waste management solution. Further evidence of the company's commitment to providing the best possible service is the major investment in tracking and weighing equipment that's installed on all collection vehicles. This significant investment supports the company's model of recycle more, pay less. In 2002, legislation required that we separate our recyclable material from our waste material. This has been very successful in helping us to sustain our environment and reduce carbon emissions, which contribute to global warming. The fight to reduce our carbon footprint and to stop global warming continues. In September 2009, new legislation requires that we must divert all organic material from landfill. As householders, this means we can't dispose of our food or garden waste in our waste bin. As this organic material decomposes in our landfills, it releases the very potent greenhouse gas, methane. This gas is one of the main contributors to global warming. Did you know that up to 40% by weight of the material in your waste bin is actually organic waste? When collected separately in this brown bin scheme, this material can be composted into a very useful fertilizer for soil conditioning and land reclamation. It can also be put through a more modern process known as anaerobic digestion. This process creates useful biogas and uses it to power generators, which in turn create electricity. This very effective use of what was once your food waste further contributes towards reducing our carbon footprints as we become less reliant on fossil fuels like coal and oil for power generation. The advantages of this new piece of legislation are twofold. Firstly, we are helping to sustain our environment by reducing our carbon emissions. And secondly, it will result in cost savings to householders. If used correctly, the average household can divert approximately 300 kilograms of material from their waste bin to their brown bin each year. Because the cost of processing brown bin material is less than the cost of disposing of it in landfill, this could potentially lead to savings of between 15 and 20 euro per household per annum. So, how does the brown bin system work? You're provided with two containers, a 7-litre kitchen caddy which can be stored under the sink, and a 25-litre brown bin which can be stored outside with your waste and recycling bins. Firstly, although not necessary, but in the interest of hygiene, it's a good idea to line the 7-litre kitchen caddy with either a newspaper leaf or a compostable paper liner. Plastic bags of any kind are not to be used as liners, and many bags that claim to be biodegradable are not compostable and take far too long to break down biologically. All types of food waste are acceptable in the brown bin, the full list of which can be seen on the label on the top of your kitchen caddy. Further information, if required, can also be viewed on www.cleanireland.ie. Macerating food in your kitchen sink is also damaging to the environment, as it contaminates wastewater, consumes energy, and creates carbon emissions. It's a good idea to think twice before you discard any packaged out-of-date food. The food waste portion can be put in the brown bin, and the packaging can be washed and then recycled. Remember, the main aim is to reduce the amount of material that goes into the waste bin. When full, the contents of the kitchen caddy can be transferred into the brown bin. There are some features of the brown bin that are worth mentioning. With its clean, compact design, it does not take up any unnecessary space. It's a fully sealed container which incorporates a lockable lid. You'll notice the fully integrated handle which doubles up as the lock for the lid. When in the front or the upright position, the bin is locked. To open the lid, move the handle to the back position. This very safe, unique design provides assurance that odours, animals, pests, etc. will not present a problem. On collection day, present your brown bin at the curbside as normal. Please remember to leave the handle in the upright position. Clean Ireland Recycling operates a very modern fleet of collection trucks with onboard weighing and tracking as standard. Across Europe, this is the most popular, most effective system for managing domestic food waste. When used in conjunction with your existing two-bin recycling system, it both helps to sustain the environment and to save money in waste disposal costs. Garden waste, mainly grass and hedge clippings, weeds and leaves, are the other component of organic waste that must be diverted from our waste bins. In order to keep costs low to householders, this material must be treated separately to food waste and should not go into our brown bins. The reasons for this are the very stringent processing regulations imposed by the Department of Agriculture. There are far cheaper ways of disposing of garden waste, and Clean Ireland Recycling recommends the following. 1. The most cost-efficient method of disposing of garden waste is to create a compost heap at the end of your garden. Over time, this material will decompose in the presence of oxygen to release nutrients into the ground and will end up being a very useful fertiliser for your flower beds, etc. 2. You can compost your garden waste in your home composter by mixing it with other carbon-rich materials such as dead leaves, straw and some paper. Food waste is not suitable for home composting except for raw peelings. Be sure to fully understand the correct procedures for home composting, as it's important to get the correct balance of carbon and nitrogen-rich materials. 3. Another option available to people is to use their local recycling centres. There are many recycling centres throughout the Midwest region that accept grass and other garden waste from the public. These recycling centres do not accept food waste. And lastly, in the interest of keeping costs low for householders, Clean Ireland Recycling recommends that you use one of the first 3 options for garden waste disposal. But if for any reason none of the above options suit your requirements, Clean Ireland Recycling can provide you with a separate garden waste collection. Details of this can be seen online. And so in conclusion, always remember to think twice before you dispose of something. Can it be recycled? Can it go in the brown bin? The waste bin always must be the last resort. Doing this will help to save costs, save on carbon emissions, save on landfill, and save the environment.